Christianity despises the law of God, the 10 commandments of God, because of God's grace. Let me read this to you. Christianity despises the 10 commandments of God, God's law, His moral law, the one that says not to murder, commit adultery, steal, bear false witness, and covet, and to worship no other gods, or to use His name and not to use His name in vain, and to not to bow down to idols and worship them. Have no other gods in your thoughts. Christianity despises the 10 commandments of God. Okay, here we go. Christianity despises the 10 commandments of God and use God's grace for a license to sin. Jude 1:4 says, ungodly men turning the grace of God into lasciviousness, which equals lack of moral self-control. Romans 8:7 says, because the carnal mind is enmity against God and is not subject to the law or the 10 commandments of God, and neither indeed can be. The word carnal means worldly mind. It's not a spiritual mind. The spiritual mind focuses on Jesus Christ and His law. And the word enmity means hate, ill will, or hostility towards God's moral law, the 10 commandments. That's why it's so important, if you want to walk in God's Spirit, you want to obey the 10 commandments. I'm not talking about new believers coming into the church. There's still growth in you. I'm talking about those that have been into Christianity 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 years, are still walking around with a carnal nature, breaking and deliberately breaking God's moral law. So you want to correct your heart by obeying the 10 commandments of God, because that shows your love for your Creator and others. That's it for now. I am the repairer of the breach.